Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Starmade Tech. Here we're going to be going over a mini 8-bit shield sensor. So basically what it is, actually let me demonstrate. So here I am, I'm in a little mini ship. I'm going to fire at this sensor and you get to watch the little bar go down. Here we go. Yep. As you can see, as I fire on it, the shield sensor goes down. You can see the little bar, the shield bar go down in front of me. Let's get it all the way down. Shields are gone, dude. Yep, there you go. Alright, so how did I build this? So as you can see, I got a little clock here. I have a display showing my shield status. And all of this is being done with just these few little blocks up here. So it's basically a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. I guess the first thing to go over with this would be like the displays, how the displays work on this. So if you, the beginning display here, this is your initial display. This is where everything gets reset as. You'll notice here I have dash marks. I got the bracket and the dash marks, and at the end there's another bracket. Over here I have a replace this color with this color, and that basically turns, if it's higher than I think 25%, it'll turn that color into this color up here. And then over here I have 8 different sensors. Let's point these out real quick. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of them are sensing the shield thing right here, the shield block right here. All of them are connected to that shield block. And all of them are outputting a signal to the activation gate right next to them. So this one's the activation gate right here, here, and here, and all along here as well. So basically this one and these, it makes 2 little star shapes, or diamond shapes here. And then whenever that sensor gets activated, it activates the block next to it, which then in turn has this display. So as this display, so that activation block activates that display to send that display up here to this top one. This top display here is what records all of the shield numbers. So anytime a sensor block goes off, it's going to hit this display block, and this display block is going to replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those dashes with 6 full blocks. So if all of them get set off, if all of these sensors get set off, it's going to do that 8 times. 8 times 6 equals 48. And down here I have 48 dashes in my shield block down here. So that's basically how it works. So every time one of these gets activated, it replaces another 6 dashes with another 6 full blocks to give me a good shield indicator down here to tell me about how strong my shields are. Why would you want to use this? Well, I use this for modular shields. I have, if you look over here, I have my ship, my Defiant. Let's jump over there. Take a look at that. Probably not the main core, but right here on my HUD, I have this indicator right here. Since this ship has modular shields, I need this to tell me how high my modular shield is. Since it's not a part of my mothership, I won't see it, you know, on the bar along here. So I need this right here to tell me how high my modular shields are, because otherwise I'll have no way of knowing. So let's go back into our display block over here. So that's basically in a nutshell how it works. So let's go ahead and, for the changing the color, basically how I did it, these top 2 will indicate when it's really low. So that's the lowest. Or this one right here. That's the lowest. Second lowest. So if these 2 are activated, only these 2, then it won't, you'll see that it's not going to activate this 4 block over here. But any other one will. So basically anything higher than 24% or 25% is going to activate that to change the color back to blue. Anything lower than 25% is not going to change the color. The original colors down here. The original color is red. So anything that's lower than 25% is not going to activate this OR, which is not going to activate this display, which is not going to send that display color change to this display right here. Alright, so without further ado, let's build one, right? So I'm going to go into creative mode, pull down some blocks that I'm going to need. I'm going to need my logic blocks, my activation blocks, I'm going to need sensor blocks, and I think I'm going to need a display block, and I think that's going to be it. Where's my display block? Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to start building it right about here. I think it's a good spot. Activation blocks. That's going to be too high, so take the block 2 out. Do another box here. Oops, that one's supposed to go there. Those two there. I'm not going to need that one there. And these are going to be on all the time. Display blocks in there. Here. Let's jump around to the other side. I'm going to need a display block there, and right here. Alright, so these are going to be sensor blocks. Those are going to go here, here, here. Output is going to be a wireless because it's a modular shield. It needs that wireless signal to send clocks and also to send out the display. I'm going to need a NOT gate. Put that down here, and another OR gate right here. Now the reason I'm using an OR gate, I could just as easily have used, under normal circumstances, a activation block to control this display down here. However, since it's adjacent to 2 sensor blocks, that sensor block will activate this activation block when it's not supposed to be activated. So I put an OR block here, which the sensors will not activate an OR block, but I can activate the OR block with logic and therefore send this display up to here, which is what I'm going to be doing. So let's go ahead and see here. C, D, C, D, and this is going to be going up to here. And I'm going to need a display block over here as well. Alright, so now let's start controlling everything. So I'm just going to jump back in here for reference because I don't quite remember how all the links go. So this one, this activation block or wireless block is going to be used to activate it. That's where you send in the pulses and you use it to reset the activation block for the sensors. So that's what I'm going to do over here. See, I'm going to basically reset all these activation blocks that are going to be tied to the sensors. This one down here, this one is going to activate all of the sensor blocks. That should be it. So let's go ahead and activate the sensor blocks. The cool thing about this design really is that it reuses activation blocks that the sensors are also using. So instead of just having a set of activation blocks only for the scaling, you know, for like 1/3, 2/3, and so on and so forth, it's able to use those sensor blocks at the output sensor activator blocks as part of the ratio block. So I'm able to basically use these output blocks for double duty. So I use them for ratio blocks and I use them for output blocks, which kind of makes for a more efficient design, I believe. Alright, so now all of these activation blocks that are coming off of here need to go to this display up here. So basically, yeah, so right here, so all these output blocks are going to be feeding that display up here. Yeah. So, oh, and then this is also going to feed there to change the color as required. Alright. So it's almost done. I think, in fact, it probably is done. I just need to make these sensors to a shield block. Let's throw in a shield block over here. The shield and a recharger. don't really need the recharger. If you're doing a modular shield system, chances are you're going to have more than one shield block, which means you're not going to need a shield recharger. But since this is supposed to be a standalone like example, I'm going to put a recharger in there just in case, you know, you're playing around with this and it doesn't, you're not attaching it to something that already has a shield. So let's go ahead and attach all of these sensor blocks to the shield block. Alright, so I made this handy dandy little cheat sheet that tells me what the ratios are because I don't feel like trying to figure them out while I'm recording. So, this is going to be my weakest sensor block. This is going to detect when it's like almost like less than 0 or just above 0. So it's going to have the weakest ratio. That ratio is going to be 7 off and 1 on. So, since these outputs of the sensor blocks are going to be off when I trigger the sensor, I can use these as off blocks as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off, 1 on. There we go. Next one is going to be 3 off, 1 on. 1, 2, 3, 1 on. Next one is going to be 5 off, 3 on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off, 3 on. 1, 2, 3. Next one is going to be 1 on, 1 off. That's easy. Just do this right here. Yep. Next one's going to be 3 off, 5 on. 3 off, 5 on. 1, 2, 3, 5 on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one is going to be 1 off, 3 on. So 1 off, 3 on. 1, 2, 3. Next one is going to be 1 off, 7 on. So 1 off, 7 on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this next one, this last one is just going to be 1 on. I'll use that one right there. Alright, so all my stuff there is connected. I know I always forget a link. I'm sure we'll figure it out once I test it. But let's go ahead and throw down our support stuff here. Like my clock. Actually, I'll just connect my clock, this clock here, to here. Like so. That should activate everything. And the shields are full. That's why you're seeing full shield in there. And let's go ahead and connect the display block up. So I like to put a little bit of black standard armor behind my displays just because I think it makes it pop more. I can see it better. So let's go ahead and throw 3 of those down since this is too big. And we'll throw ahead and display down. So I want to face it this way. Like so. And let's go ahead and connect this guy right here down to here. What is it giving? Oh, you know what? Hey, there's always something, isn't there? Alright, so I forgot to copy these display blocks over. So let's go ahead and start doing that. So let's go ahead and get these in here. Okay. This guy over here. Okay. Now let's do this side. This guy down here. Basically, I'll hold down Shift and the left arrow button. Control C to copy. Escape to get out. Just put down here R. Now I'm just going to push Control V to paste, and it pastes the wrong one. Damn it. Alright, so let's try recopying this. Sometimes, for some reason, it just does not want to pick up with the Control C. I don't know why. Let's try this again. Okay. And now we need this guy. Control C, escape. R, Control V. Okay. Alright, so I should have all my displays guys set up. And so now when I hit this go button, it should give me a reading. And it doesn't, oh, you know what happened? So it's reading full, but it's reading red. And the reason why is I haven't connected this guy, which is supposed to change the color. So basically, this is the lowest, so I don't want these top two to change color, but I want all the other ones to. So I'm going to connect that one, that one, that one, that one, and this bottom two. And that should do it. Let's go ahead and turn it back on. There we go, full shields. Let's go ahead and jump into this guy here and test it out. Man, this guy is really hard to fly. I only got one engine on it. It's still super hard to fly. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, let's try this. Boom. Yep, went down. Perfect. Let's see if we can hold on so I can see if that other one is mimicking this one. See that one? It's a little bit different. It seems to be working just fine. I think the reason it looks different is because it's further away. I think it's still the same amount. So let's go ahead and see if we can wait for it to recharge a bit. Watch that sucker come back up. But once it goes past, I think, was it the 5 minute? How many minutes is it? Once you're no longer under fire? I'm not sure what it is. But if you come up here, you'll see all the ones are blinking except for the top two. That means it's still red. Now once this let's see here. Once that one stops blinking, it'll turn green or blue. Give it a second. There you go, stop blinking, and now it's green again, or blue, whatever you want to call that color. I think it's kind of an aqua. Now wait for that guy to stop blinking, and the shield will go up a little bit more. There it goes. Now this one's going to be the next one. There it goes. Here, stop blinking. There it goes. Went up one more. That one went up. And now we're waiting for this last one too. Alright, so there you have it. There is your mini 8-bit shield sensor. It's 2 by 3 by 6. Pretty tiny if you ask me. Alright, so that's how you do it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. That'll let me know that you like what I'm putting out, and I'll make more. If you want to see something else, you guys have an idea for another tech video that you want to see, how do I build this? What do I do? Leave a link or leave a comment in the section below, or a link to something that you see that you want explained. That's fine, and then I'll see if I can answer it. And I will leave a link for where you can download it in the description. So peace out, thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.